I know the photo probably doesn't indicate it, nor the title, but I am, or at least once was, a perioperative nurse. So I feel quite at home. I feel quite at home in a room of perioperative nurses, so thank you for having me here. Not unlike many registered nurses, I chose to enter the profession specifically because I wanted to make a difference. And if I wanted to be anything like the nurses that I admired, I had much to learn. After just 2 years as a perioperative nurse, I decided on a career change. So in January 1999, I dropped the title of registered nurse, not the registration, and became a nursing officer in the Royal Australian Air Force. I worked in operating theatres in East Timor and in Afghanistan and took what we call a flyaway surgical team to Bali following the second terrorist bombing in Bali. I was deployed as a United Nations aeromedical evacuation nurse in 2004. That's me in the centre up there, young, fit, healthy and happy. We were called out on what was a routine aeromedical evacuation. We did arrive in Same that day, but unfortunately not as the saviours that young woman needed. We crashed in the village of Same. I walked away from the helicopter with a burst wedge compression fracture of L3. My spinal canal at that level was 60% occupied with the bone that had been thrown out of that vertebra and left me with enduring nerve damage in my left leg. I had shattered my jaw in 4 places and suffered chemical burns to my back, neck and shoulders where I had been soaked in aviation fuel for 36 hours. I came to appreciate the Japanese proverb, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Because there were days when I felt that no matter how hard I tried to get back up, life just pushed me back down again. But as a registered nurse, I had enough insight to know that if I dwelled in that place, if I dwelled in my grief and incredible loss, I would become stuck. It would overwhelm me. I knew that I needed to find a new sense of purpose, of value and of respect, a new way of making a difference. I needed to find a way to continue my career of service outside of the service. So I wrote a book. And in doing so, became an unintentional advocate for nurses like all of you who make a difference. Such a difference that in what is often referred to as the soul of our nation, the most prominent image is of a nurse. Thank you.